Does removing cards from your wallet cause you to fumble? Do you struggle with showing off your amazing Disney pins collection? Well, if that's you,
then you've come to the right place. Welcome to Travel Dress Code. Let's look the part. Welcome back to your favorite channel for figuring out your next vacation wardrobe, where we have fun building outfits perfect for an upcoming Disney experience, inspired by our favorite characters, and curated to give you the opportunity to coordinate your travel party across a cohesive theme while staying true to your own personal style. And as always, we will leave you with a little inspiration with this beauty of an outfit. Today we'll tackle a rather unique component in the arsenal of attire. It's not something that you may have in your daily wear, but it is something that is becoming increasingly common across a spectrum of family vacations, from theme parks, to cruises, to all-inclusives, to even corporate conventions. They all seem to involve this wonder item. It's rather humble and unassuming on its own, but when properly planned, it can provide that extra pop of pizzazz to take your outfit from so-so to oh yeah. Whatever could I be talking about that carries such profound gravity in the universe of uniforms? This. No, seriously. This accessory is what today's episode is all about. The lanyard. Lanyards have been a staple of the Disney parks fashion world for a couple of decades now. Originally, they were a convenient way to keep your park passes accessible once Disney converted to the card-style passes needed for room entry, park entry, and the scheduling of your paper fast passes.
I'm not sure what to do with my hands.
With so many folks preferring to wear the band on a lanyard, it wasn't long after that Disney began to sell kits to remove your magic band puck and wear it in a keeper on a lanyard or a keychain. So now that technology that always seemed just a bit too big or too small for your wrist, or was subject to constant fidgeting, particularly by our younger guests, returned right back to the original location of the magic key cards as they dangled from our necks. Now that Disney has ended the complimentary magic bands, the card style pass is back in style again, and thus the lanyard's significance remains. But convenient access to the park passes was not the only purpose to emerge from the incorporation of the lanyard. Pin trading exploded at Disney parks, with the lanyard becoming the primary means of displaying your pins for others to see. If you want a good history on pin trading and its evolution into a Disney parks phenomenon, I recommend checking out the YouTube channel Midway to Main Street and the episode entitled The Origin of Disney Pin Trading. For our purposes, however, we're primarily interested in the way the lanyard can add an additional component to our Disneybounding outfit. We've talked about how the visible undershirt can add a very subtle splash of color around the neck area, and while the lanyard may seem to serve exactly that purpose, the placement of the lanyard and its ability to serve a function beyond just the outfit allows it to go far beyond what the visible undershirt could accomplish.
You're so amazing.
For instance, whereas the visible undershirt and lanyard could both work to represent an actual neckline pop of color, several characters have design features that extend beyond their neckline, or have certain patterns that might make a visible undershirt too subtle. In this way, the lanyard can represent vests, a tie or a scarf, skin patterns such as scales, shell, horns, etc. Additionally, when the character's design has a lot happening, you may need to employ the visible undershirt and the lanyard just to account for all the color schemes and patterns you are attempting to represent. If you already are, or may consider getting into Disney pin trading, then the lanyard provides a way to showcase your collection. Now that I have far too many Disney pins to wear on a single lanyard, I've begun to coordinate the color scheme of the pins to match the lanyard to better represent the color I'm going for with my Disneybounding outfit. If you want to try such a method, remember that the pins do not need to exclusively stick to a color theme. They could also be related to the character itself. Doing a Dumbo-inspired outfit? Pin some Dumbo characters or circus-related pins to the lanyard. Inspired by Peter Pan? Then maybe some Lost Boy or pirate pins are appropriate. Maybe one of the Avengers serves as inspiration, and there are ample options for that. The good news is lanyards are seriously affordable and very easy to find in nearly every color or pattern imaginable, making them perhaps the easiest way to add just a bit more to your outfit. If, however, you want to have a very specific Disney-branded lanyard, you could always purchase your lanyard from one of the Disney retail locations. I have found the Disney-branded lanyards to be a bit wider and higher quality than the low-price options I find on Amazon, and as a result, they fit the pins a bit better. But if you go with that route, you will be limited to whatever pattern they are selling at the time. Well, that's a lot of info and a lot of lanyards. Whew! So before we proceed to building this episode's outfit, let's turn to our officially unaware celebrity spokesman, Mr. John Stamos, for his commentary. John, what have you thought of today's episode?
But you know what? I learned so much, and I was so grateful.
Thank you, John Stamos. That's exactly what we're going for. So how are we incorporating the lanyard in this episode? Well, as we always say, start with your character inspiration in mind first. And in this episode, we're choosing the rootinest, tootinest cowboy in the wild, wild west, good old Sheriff Woody. He is the perfect character to demonstrate the utility of a lanyard because he has several colors and patterns all above the waistline that call for a multifaceted approach to addressing these varied components of his design. We know the yellow plaid shirt will likely be satisfied by an actual yellow plaid shirt. We can represent the bandana with a red visible undershirt. But the cowhide vest, well, that's a component that I'm unlikely to find in my daily wear. And since this channel wants to maximize the opportunities for your dialed-up vacation wardrobe to influence your daily wardrobe, then the cowhide vest is going to be one of those occasions where we look for a cheaper alternative, because it simply is not crossing over into my normal wardrobe. And the lanyard is a great way to look for that cheap alternative to a significant outfit component. So the search is on. First, to see if we can find a cowhide lanyard. Okay, that was easy. 2-second search. Looks like some even have some leather accents that may work well. And with this lanyard, I know that I have the option of adding some pins or other accessories. But I want to make sure I do not conceal the cow print and miss the entire point of buying the thing in the first place. So I'm going to go with a very light touch and add a small Toy Story pin and a large soft sheriff's badge. Both of these two items are debatable, and you may want to just stick with the lanyard itself. Finishing off the outfit, as I described earlier, I found a yellow plaid outer shirt from my preferred brand that I was completely willing to incorporate into my daily wear. I already had a red t-shirt, but if I hadn't, it would also have been an extremely simple find, online or at a retailer. The remainder of Woody's outfit consists of a leather belt and holster, blue jeans, and brown boots. We could replicate the leather belt, but I felt the holster was best to leave out of the theme park touring outfit. I also already owned some blue jeans and some brown shoes, but like the red shirt, both would have been very easy to find online or at a discount retailer. And with all of these components combined, here it is. Yes, here it is in all of its toy-sized glory. Being shrunk down to the size of a toy, I could wander the paths of Andy's backyard totally in character. The yellow plaid shirt and the blue jeans may have been the most forward elements of the outfit, but also could have been overlooked as just standard daily attire. However, when adding the cow print lanyard, it became apparent to those around me just what I was going for. Cast members even routinely referred to me as Sheriff. And the giant Woody? Well, he even called me partner. So you know he thought it was good. Well, that's it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed our brief touch on a small but highly functional part of the Disneybounding wardrobe. If you did have a good time, please subscribe and get notified when we release our future videos. Share this video with someone who has an upcoming trip and might get a lot out of considering a lanyard for both function and fashion. If you're planning a visit, make sure you contact our sponsor, Dapper Travels, a veteran-owned travel agency specializing in Disney vacations. And they know how to travel in style. Also, if you know where this picture appears at the resort, leave a comment and get a shout out in the next episode.
And congratulations to everyone who was so excited to correctly guess that they forgot to post in the comments section that this image from last episode was from Mouse About Town on Sunset Boulevard in Disney's Hollywood Studios.
Make sure you join us next time where we continue to make you the beautiful people in the brochure.